What's going on there, Bo? You all right?
What in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam?
Hey, man, I can't call it. I can't call it. Let me fix my background.
You good, brother?
Y'all gonna get outside today. Y'all gonna get outside today. Y'all gonna get outside. So, we waiting on what's your boy name? Jack Spade.
Jack. Oh, Jack.
So we waiting on good old Jack, man. So what's going on with you, big country? What you got?
Hey, man, we taking it slow like a cat eating a grubbing hole, Bo. You already know what time it is.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You had a good holiday weekend?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We went out, chilled out with some family. The uncle's house that we went to, he's a Bucks fan, so got a little bit of trash talk in with him. And,
It's
one of those,
unfortunate.
man, I tell you what, boy, I just go to anybody's house, on man's house.
Me running around like a stray cat, man.
Oh man, what about you? How was y'all holiday weekend?
I mean, holiday weekend was good, man. Ate good. I put that chef hat on again. I had some grilled wings on.
Okay,
I did a little something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you probably put me on the Food Network because I was out there grilling and chilling.
grilling and chilling. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That's what it's all about, right? Though,
Yeah, man.
all about.
Uh, yeah, man. We was grilling and chilling, man. Just having a good time, man. Take a moment to recognize Memorial Day. I think a lot of times people confuse the two, Memorial Day and Veterans Day, right? You
Yeah,
get a lot of text messages which says Happy Memorial Day. Don't get me wrong. In the world, we do celebrate death, right, as a celebration, right, when we do repast. But however, those are the men and women who gave their lives, for us, right, to have the freedom that we do have in America. Now, some people may say something else, but that was the ultimate sacrifice. And
yeah.
then you'll never be able to replace that parent, that son, the daughter, the wife, the girlfriend. You'll never be able to replace that.
That's
So
it.
I think that sometimes people do get the two kind of mixed up, but we're grateful for all men and women in uniform. So thank you for your service,
Definitely.
past and present, and the future soldiers who are in currently in basic and things of that nature. So from the Rise Up tour, we salute you. Actually, we double salute you for your
That's it.
sacrifice and for everything. What your family goes through, what you go through, so we can have the freedoms that we have today.
That's it. That's it. Very well put. Very well put.
So Jack Spade, man, we need to be his employer, man. I be docking his pay all the time. So he just texts and he goes, 5 minutes, had a situation. So, so Jack always got something going on, man. But we just giving Jack a hard time. He's a good brother, so
Oh
we just
yeah.
give him a hard time. It always comes up. Um, it always comes up, man. So, but man, yeah, man, we got a lot to unpack tonight.
Yeah.
Um, a
Yes.
lot to unpack tonight. So we got special guest joining us tonight by Kenny Atkinson from Lime Events. He's going to be joining us talking about um, what he has in store for the Rise Up tour. We have an official announcement that he will make. Well, I will let him break it when he gets in. Um, Also, everybody's asking about London. So I just want people to know about the logistic issues to get the people with London on the podcast, right? So we're in the group chat. Country in that group chat with us, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in
Okay.
there.
So we're trying to get everybody in. If we got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that'd be 10 o'clock their times, but we're trying to get it so they can come on to explain everything was going on. So we're working hard to get this. So hopefully Sunday, we'll be able to get at least three of them on. If it's very random, if it's early in the morning, you see us go live or something like that. That's the reason. Is because we're trying to bring our London folks on there and go from there. Hey Pam from Columbus, Columbus. So we used to have a joke about Columbus. So we used to call Columbus, Alabama.
Oh man,
Or people from Phoenix City, we might as well say you from Georgia.
you from Georgia?
You from Georgia, because look, man, you throw a rock, man.
You
Next thing
right
you know,
there.
welcome to Georgia.
That's it. You right there. You
So,
right there,
yeah,
man.
man. So yeah, man. So country man. So a lot of times people see Jack, man, but please let them know about your podcast and what you got going, where they can follow you, things of that nature, how they can subscribe, and what you got going on.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. So I mean, for everybody out there, that's watching, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. And we're on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else. But yeah, grew up as a Falcons fan, and we talk about football. We do skits. I'm actually in the process of trying to become the next starting quarterback for your Atlanta Falcons. You know, number 7 in your program. B. John's gonna give me his number. Number 1 in your heart. That's gonna be me, Big Low Country. But yeah, man, we get together and chop it up and have a good time all the time, fam. All the time. Somebody else in here from Columbus.
Yeah,
Columbus, Alabama.
that's Veronica Stewart.
Oh, okay.
And Veronica, and so quick story about Veronica. So I met Veronica and her mother in Vegas. And we started hanging out. We met him at Yard House. When I tell you, I ain't gonna tell you about her mama. Her mama got to tell her own story. But when I tell you she can hang out, now mind you, we was in Las Vegas, Nevada. So only the best of the best go to Nevada. But when I tell you, I take my hat off to them. They showing up was kicking it hard. They wasn't drinking no iced tea and water.
Oh no.
They were taking them back.
Taking them back.
We had a good time. So so shout out to Columbus, Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
She's listening. Is it right here? She's listening.
Yeah, she listening. She listening live. So that's cool, man. So Columbus, man, we always have. Actually, when I go home to Tallahassee, I always go through Columbus. I take down 85 to 27, and you ride 27, put you all the way through Colquitt, Georgia, and then put you on the backside, go through Bainbridge.
Yeah.
You go through Bainbridge, put you right on down the good old Tallahassee. So,
only thing about that, Tommy?
Who driving?
You driving. How long ride is that?
So I ain't gonna incriminate myself, but supposed to speed limit is 70 miles an hour. So it's about 3.5 hours. But this the thing is, you avoid all the traffic on 75.
Oh, okay.
So if you come up that way from Tallahassee, is you have to get on either 75. You gotta either go I-10 to 75, or you can go the back, go through Moultrie or Thomasville, Moultrie, Omega, then cross over to 75 and ride it all the way up. But if you know how Georgia sit, all them state patrols in the small town, they'll let you go. You can do 110. They'll get you. You ain't going to jail. They'll get you though. They'll get you that ticket and they say, have a good day.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you upside the head now.
Yeah, and they know that you're not coming back either, so you just go ahead and pay the ticket.
Yeah. So, they see that tag, that out of town tag. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over with. You might as well kiss the baby, bro.
Yeah, you might as well say, go ahead and take out that debit card or credit card, because you gonna get it.
That's it.
Hey, Bo, you see that, man? We got some good eating. Next time we go down to Alabama, Phoenix City.
Okay, then
we're gonna get some finger licking food. I used to stop right there. It's before I get on, they got the stop and go coming around from Fort Benning, but I don't call it Fort Benning no more. They call it what? Fort Moore. But it's a raceway. You make the left, you're going towards 27, and you make the right, you're going towards Fort Benning. It's right. You be up, y'all see it. But it's a little racetrack there. I stopped there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to be down there all the time back in the day.
Yeah.
All the time. I can't say what I was doing, but I used to be down there all the time back in the day.
So, yeah, man, we always have a good time. Miss McCoy, good evening. You need to accept the Facebook terms. We can be able to see your name pop up. But, yeah. But yeah, man, we all gonna have a good time, man. I think that we got waiting on Jack Spade to join the room because our special guest is already in the green room. They're ready
Oh,
to
okay.
join us. I don't know what Jack got going on, but
Hey, tell him about Jack. Ain't no telling about Jack.
of yep, yes indeed. Um, so what we gonna work? So what we got? Jeff Wolf, rise up, man.
Rise
Um,
up, baby.
what we got here is before I forget, before I get in trouble. This is important. Now, mind you, folks, don't hold this against me, but I gotta say it. Shout out to our sponsors, Total Health and Injury Specialist, Lime Events, and 716 Vodka. You drink it, they're gonna pay us for it. Something like that. So shout out to them, man. I know it's all new for us. Also, two memberships. Go ahead and grab your membership. Hey Don, what's going on? Go ahead and grab your membership. I'm telling you, man, things are flying off the shelves. If you don't know, we rolled out the membership this year. We have the premium and the basic, and it's just to continue having the events and having the partnerships with some of these venues, some of these hotels, but just make sure that we keep it exclusive, right? Make sure that it's fresh, so no one's not coming out of the person running the organization is not coming out of their pocket, or the people who's in the organization, as far as the admins, that we got to ante up to make sure that people have a good time. So we'll be able to do more, and we got a lot of things in store. So go and head over to the website, the riseuptourgroup.com/membership, and you'll be able to grab that as well. What else we got? Two, we got so I was gonna say about Arizona. So we put the link out there, we sent the email, and the guy who's late to the party, we sent out an email, and all the rooms are sold out like that. So all the rooms are sold out for the Rise Up tour. But hey, we like you guys enough. We're able to get more rooms, right? So we're able to get more rooms. We're able to share that with you guys. So if that's something that you're interested in, send any of the admins a note, and we can get you all hooked up. Now it's limited, but we got all hooked up. Hey Jack, before we bring on our special guest, anything in your intro? You missed your 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm. I just need 30 seconds.
Need 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Spade.
Well, first of all, I got to say, what's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat, all the Falcon fans, all the diehard Falcon fans. See a lot of new faces here in the chat, also watching the broadcast too as well. Got to give a big shout out to my homeboy Thomas. Got to give a big shout out to what in the world, bro? The one and only Big Little Country Sports, man, podcaster, diehard Falcons fan, admin for the Rise Up tour. What in the world, bro? What's going on?
What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, fam?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I know y'all been holding down the show since I stepped away, but I say shout out to everybody here in the chat. Falcon fans, we have a lot going on with Arizona, Detroit, London. Kenny from Lime Events is here tonight too as well to answer questions about the tickets, because I know people have purchased tickets in the past and people's going to be purchasing tickets in the future. So it's good that Kenny can take some time to stop by and talk with us. Me, Jack Spade. Of course, you know me from One Time for the Fan, the podcast that we started last year, and we're just taking off in the right direction. Same like Country, we're just trying to engage all the Falcons fans, bring them together, grow this fan base, and just pretty much show the NFL that we can do this together. Falcons might not have won a Super Bowl yet, but as fans, you know, we're going to have that energy and that passion from now until that moment when they do. And the Falcons will recognize it. They'll notice it, and they'll say, wow, these are some diehard Atlanta Falcons fans. But yes, One Time for the Fan. We have a podcast every Sunday. Every other Wednesday we do it. It's the off season right now, so we're kind of just chilling on just the Sunday shows. Pop-up show here and then, but we talk Falcons football all the time. We love for everybody to jump into the chat and talk about what the Falcons have going on. Bring your questions, bring your comments to the chat. We'll always talk about it. But also on the other side of things, we started the Rise Up Tour. And the Rise Up Tour, which was started years ago, now going into our 5th year here. We have the memberships in place. Shout out to everybody who's purchasing the memberships. But we're moving into the new direction of the Rise Up Tour. This fan club has gotten much bigger to where outside communities outside of the Atlanta Falcons have heard of us. Other football groups in the NFL has heard about us, and we are making noise like what we need to make here, not only in Atlanta but outside of Atlanta as well. So podcasters like Country, myself, and other great Falcon fans out here who bring great content. And then when it comes to the Rise Up Tour, what we do behind the scenes to make sure that fans can have a good time on the road, so to make sure that fans can come together, whether it's at the hotels, the meet and greet, the mixer, the malls, wherever it is. We just want you guys to know that the Rise Up Tour is pretty much your one-stop shop for all fans to become a family. So with that, I'm Jack Spade. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I needed was about 30 seconds. I know I ran over a little bit, but I'm on Mark Wahlberg time tonight.
According
What's
to
good?
You on family reunion time.
Sheesh.
They said the fish fry at 3, but nah.
Sheesh.
Nah, man, you on Kojic time tonight, man.
Sheesh.
I don't know what time you're gonna get out of church.
And I got esports coming up in a minute. I got to use Google Translator heavy in about 20 minutes. So I'm missing tons of messages. But it's all right, because the biggest thing that we have to talk about today is the Rise Up Tour. There's a lot of people here that want to know about Arizona, about the hotels, about Detroit, the host hotel. Thomas, he haven't put the information out, but it looks like the Detroit meet and greet is already set up. There's a checklist system we have, and there's a lot of checks going off for a lot of cities. Arizona seems to be done from what we've talked about in the chat. Detroit is soon to be done from what we talked about here in the chat. London is being worked on. New York, which has been added to as well for our agenda coming up for this week. And I think Tennessee's almost done. New Orleans is kind of like a just show up. We already know what's going to happen. But Country, we're moving in the right direction with the Rise Up Tour. Fans see it. Rise Up Tour members see it. How are you looking at it, brother? As an admin, how you see it, brother?
Hey, man, it's all coming together, Bo. In the words of the famous Lil Wayne, let it all work out, baby. You know, it's
Let it work out.
Let it all work out, man. Let it all work out. You already know, man. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of like I said, though. It's like, Arizona's coming together, Detroit's coming together. I think one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is like all the work that goes on behind the scenes to make everything go the way that it's going to go. And it's a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, and at the end of the day, it's so we could all have a good time together, and where all these fans could become family.
That is true.
So, but we got to do one thing though, and that one thing is we can't get into the game without talking to this guy here.
So
this guy right here.
This is the good introduction right there. Shout out to Kenny from
Live
man. Events.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
What's up, Kenny?
What's up, Kenny? Nice to meet you.
So this right here is the uptown cat, man. This guy, man, he from Northwest DC. He touched Silver Springs, Tacoma Park, but he always says that he's he from down in the city, man. He say he's from 8th Street, somewhere around there.
No. I am from Northwest.
See, I told you.
I'm from a little planet called Surfing Quarters. Anybody from Washington D.C. know what that is,
DC is heavy in the building. Shout out to DC.
Appreciate that. But man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
So just give everybody a little bit of rundown about Kenny. So me and Kenny, we linked up last year, right? And it's been history since, right? So by talking to Kenny, we have expanded the Rise Up Tour even more as far as the tickets, right? So, people always ask, where do you get good seats from? And I was getting good seats before I met Kenny. But then when Kenny started to show the love and getting other people those great seats, 50-yard line seats, end zone seats, club seats, and I was like, man, I was talking to Jack, and I was like, we got to find a way to get this man on our team.
You damn sure did. It was a long conversation, too. I think it was about 2-3 hour phone call we had, but yeah.
Yeah, but we talked, and then Kenny hosted us when we came to DC Thanksgiving weekend, and it was just like, man, it's a brother from another mother, man. It was just he shared his mumbo sauce. Once he shared his mumbo sauce, we was in there like Flynn. You know, we were just having a good old time, man. So, without further ado, this is Kenny from Lime Events. This is our ticket plug. But hold on, I got it. You know, we got titles over here. Hold on. Let's get this right.
Did you put this one together, or is this one that Kenny sent you? What we got here?
So Kenny is the official authorized ticket reseller of the Rise Up Tour Group.
I love that.
So,
there it is.
So look, all tickets come from Lime Event. So if you say, hey, we're looking for tickets, we're going through Kenny.
Yes.
So you can look at Ticketmaster, look at StubHub. Unfortunately, we're not going to use it. We're going to send Kenny a text. We're going to call him. Even if we got to send him a DM, but he's going to make sure that the Rise Up Tour is taken care of. And also, he's going to look out for our members, our paid members. He's going to look out for, if you're a part of the Rise Up Tour and you kind of sitting out this year trying to see what the membership's going to do, he'll look out for you too, but it won't be as exclusive as it is for our paid members. So Kenny, tell them what you got going on, man. Tell them a little bit about Lime Events and, you know, how this partnership just, you know, kind of fell in each other's laps and, you know, what we got.
Yeah. You know, like I said, when I met Thomas last year, we just connected instantly. And, you know, he was telling me about the Rise Up. I did my little research and I was really digging what your brothers was doing, what y'all was putting together. And I just blended in what we were doing. And I was just like, man, when you come to the city, when you come to my city, I got you. And, you know what I'm saying? I hope that we made y'all feel welcome the whole time y'all was here. And even when you guys left, we went to Baltimore, went to New Orleans, we did the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just showing you guys as much love as possible. I enjoyed it, you know, karaoke to the wilding out, you know what I'm saying? Meeting the Harkums. I appreciate, you know, my man, Mr. Falcon. I love that suit dude had on. That was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was just love, man. I really support, you know, what you guys are doing. Like I told Thomas, I was like, man, don't worry. You know, I know we was worried about some other things that was going on. I was like, don't worry, bro. I'm with you. I'm not gonna quit you. I'm with you. So, you know, we just stayed locked in, and I appreciate you guys wanting to continue to grow the relationship and do business with Lime, man, because we really appreciate being with you guys.
Now, for those that do not know about Lime Events, can you give us just a little bit of information about Lime, about yourself with the business too as well? Because some people are looking at it like, wait a minute. They got somebody in here who's selling tickets too? Like, this is just bigger than just the saying of selling tickets. Like, you actually have a brand that has grown.
Yes, we would definitely like know
major
about
way.
Yeah, well, it you know, we started, you know, I started selling tickets here in DC, like back in 2007 on the subway here. And it just grew from there, man. Like, you know, DC is a melting pot of just people from everywhere. So when we were getting tickets and we were selling them on the train, we were meeting people from so many different cities and stuff like that, that people were like, oh, I got these guys that sell tickets and they said they can do this in Indiana. They said they can do this in Chicago. They can do it in different places. And so when it started growing, you know, I started meeting other ticket professionals and not just hustlers. And so when I started meeting those ticket professionals and started learning how to broker tickets and getting licensed and getting my broker's license and things like that, it just developed into a full-fledged business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would have never thought that it was going to grow to where it is for us to be selling tickets on the train to, we got 22 franchises in America and 4 overseas now. I would have never thought about that. I mean, but it's a beautiful thing, man.
Falcon fans, you can hear it right there.
Not kidding. Now, you know, I gotta correct you for all the Washingtonians and all the Marylanders and what you call them, people from Virginia. Anywho, man, but you called it the subway. You know darn well they don't call it the subway.
It's the Metro. You know what I'm saying? It's the Metro. It's the Metro. You know what I'm saying?
Say subway, they're gonna say there's the Uptown cat. He must be because you already know they're not gonna say the subway. They're gonna say, man, the Metro.
for all my Southeast brothers, Southeast brothers. Yeah, it's the Metro, the Green Line preferably.
I was a red line cat. I got on the red line. Man. I was a red line guy.
So Falcon fans will want to know here, Kenny, because we had a great conversation on the phone the other day for well more than the time we were supposed to be on the phone for. I think it was supposed to be like 30-minute conversation, turned to like 2 hours. You did mention you don't care if it's a cat and dog race, you get the tickets for it. So when Falcon fans are coming for tickets, not only for just Falcon events, you also have tickets for other events too as well, correct?
Right. I am a legal licensed ticket broker, a direct sale ticket broker, meaning I know a lot of people may not understand what direct sale is. A direct sale is we as a brokerage company, say like Michael Jackson is performing, and the tour manager of Michael Jackson, we will call Michael Jackson's tour manager and go directly to him and get the inventory as a direct sale. Whereas though opposed to, we're going to say the other ticket companies that everybody know have been around forever, they are a resale company, whereas though their tickets are previously owned and reposted and sold on that site. They own very little inventory, where we at Lime LLC, we own our own inventory. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And we have inventory for everything in the world, from cricket to horse racing, the World Cup, to every FIBA, USA, soccer, men's and women. I mean, anything you can imagine, we have inventory.
Football, basketball, baseball.
What about pickleball? What about that pickleball?
We got every if it's a ticket, we can get it. If it's a ticket, we can get it.
If pickleball's on USA or what's it, ESPN 3,
we can get that slapping, that little slapping tournament. Y'all see that?
The UFC Slap Fest? Yeah, I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can get the slap competition. Whatever, that's your thing. You know what I mean? I can get you in the building,
So question from a fan in the chat. What about the Grand Slam tennis, US Open, some of the bigger events?
US Open, World Cup, Waste Management Tour, BCS, college football, the Super Bowl, NBA All-Star, the Grammys, the American Music Awards, anything with a ticket we can get in.
Hold on. The Grammys?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I could be sitting next to Beyonce.
No.
First of all, you ain't gonna be sitting there.
With the Grammys now, don't get into it. You're gonna get it like the Grammys, you gonna get a balcony seat now. Beyonce gonna be on the floor. You ain't gonna be on the red carpet, but you will be at the Grammys in the balcony.
Yeah.
So you can be in eyes view of them, but you know what I'm saying? But I can't get you down. I ain't that good.
But that's big because a lot of people don't know how to get tickets for some of these events, and they're just like, I don't know where to search. I don't know where to look. And now the Rise Up Tour putting this partnership together. Kenny, we really do thank you, because I know you've helped out Rise Up Tour members in the past.
Of course.
With some great seats. Mm-hmm. Thomas, what's the story about New Orleans, about the tickets?
I mean, actually, he met them in D.C. He met the Markhams and he met the Pharaohs in D.C.
Yes.
And met them there. They had a conversation, and next thing you know, they on TV in New Orleans sitting at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
They was on sport. I didn't even know till one of them called me and was like, "Oh, Kenny, thank you so much. We on." I didn't even know. Then when I seen the pictures, I thought it was pretty dope that they made Sports Center too. Man, I'm glad to have helped that. I am.
But that's all of that has came from Kenny. So that has came. So Kenny. So we're entering this partnership.
Right.
And this partnership is to make sure that, one, we don't pay all of those service fees.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because sometimes we have those other resale companies out there, and then we all use them because a lot of us are season ticket holders.
Right.
And we use that site because that's the only thing that we know.
Exactly.
Right? We may not know a personal ticket broker.
Right.
So FYI, if you want to give something to Kenny, talk to that guy. You can take care of him. He's a ticket broker, right? You got a great seat. You can talk to Kenny. He may be able to do something for you. But we was using these other sites, and the ticket may cost $100. Say me, the fan, I'm only selling the ticket for $100. I got 4 tickets, $100 a piece, and put it on this other site. They're gonna charge us $75 once you get done with it, plus the service fee, convenience fee, ticketing fee,
Right.
just because I can, electronic fee. But, you know, I'm your daddy type fee. You're gonna pay me this money, and guess what you're gonna do? So now them spending $400 turns into $760.
Yep. And the reason why that is, though, you know, I don't want to turn this into a bash nobody session, but the reason why that is because of a lot of it is ticket ignorancy. A lot of us don't know the back end of the business. I was that way before I got into it. I mean, and another thing is the internet. The internet costs. So, you know what I'm saying, to be on if you doing resale tickets, you got to feed the middleman, and the middleman is the internet. And so with Lime, we have an internet service, but we also have a direct sales service, and that we preferably choose and ask people to use because we promote the fact of employment. And so when you call our office and you have a person, either myself or my staff or one of my partners or whatever, and we hand process your order, well, guess who that's cutting out? The middleman. Guess who that's saving money for? You. So, you know what I mean? A lot of people want the conveniency of just clicking the button and go because that's the world we live in. But if you take a second and let the order mature, then you'll save more money and you can do other things. You know what I'm saying? Now you can buy that outfit. You can buy another pair of J's or take your lady out to dinner because you ain't feeding the middleman.
So basically what you're saying is you giving us a chance to Frank Lucas the tickets. Straight from the source. You know.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much.
Hey man, we selling blue magic around here. Man.
Exactly.
And we'll definitely put up all the information for you too as well. By the end of the show. So Kenny, what's the hottest ticket right now?
The hottest ticket right now is probably that Taylor Swift ticket. That thing is.
I can imagine. It's even hotter than B.
Well, right now, you know, with all due respect to B and them, you know, her shows haven't really started selling because, you know, her tour really don't kick off in America until it's like July.
Yeah.
So her show's kind of like on a slow sale because, you know, a lot of people, they see them prices and they like, well, you know, we still got 2 months before we, you know what I'm saying? We try to go, but we have, with Lime, we have payment plan options. So unfortunately, that hasn't affected us because we have people that, you know, want to go see B and they get the option to pay down the bill throughout time, you know?
So let me get this straight. Lime has payment plan options for tickets. This is hold on. Lime has payment plans for tickets. Yes. Tell us more about this right here, Kenny, please.
Yeah, our payment plans started, you know, years ago. It was more so just a conversation with myself and a woman. She called me one day. She got my number from somebody. She wanted to take her son to a football game. And it's a dope story, right? She says, you know, I'm a single mom. I got 3 kids. And my son is a great kid. She was like, Kenny, the only thing he wants to do, he doesn't ask me for much. He don't get in trouble. The only thing he wants to do is go to a then Washington Redskins and Dallas Cowboy game. You know, that's the equivalent of you guys in the Saints.
In the Saints, yeah.
So, you know, when we were talking, and I thought she was trying to work me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, okay, all right. You know, she trying to break me down or whatever. And she was like, look, I ain't got the money to pay you now, but if you give me time, I'll pay you. You know, I think she was like $100 every month. And so she paid me. And, you know, every month religiously, she was hitting me every month. And so till the bill was paid, bill was like $1,200. It was like $650 seats. And so she paid me. And then about 2 weeks later, she was like, you know, she sent me a picture and she was like, Kenny, man, listen, my son was so happy. Thank you so much. I would have never been able to do this without you. And I still got that picture of her and me. And shout out to Yolanda Lawson. I mean, she has been, I sent this lady to the Super Bowl on a payment plan, NBA All-Star game on a payment plan. And so what our payment plans is, we allow you to pick wherever you want to sit at. And you have to pay 10% of what your total is. Now, we allow you to set the terms of your payment. So if you say, hey, listen, I want two $5,000 Super Bowl tickets. And your bill might be 10% of that. So that's to be $1,000 down. If you want to pay $1,000 a month, as long as that bill is paid 2 full weeks before the day of your event, have at it.
Falcon fans, you see it in the chat. This is awesome. Love it. How do we contact him? Love it. This is what we're talking about here, Falcons fans. That's why we had to bring Kenny to the podcast. Tommy?
So all right, cool. So you got the payment plan. So right. So but let's just back up just a second. You can't get on the payment plan 2 days before the game.
No, nah, you gotta get, you gotta give yourself time.
Right, but let's be clear. This is not post pay. This is not, AT&T or Verizon. They give you the service and then you get to go to the game and then they pay you back. You don't got that relationship with Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Now, however, if it's something that you want to see, you want to do early, this is why it's important to listen to these podcasts, contact these people, because if you see a seat in Detroit now that you may want, you may be able to get access to it. If not so maybe he probably already has access to it.
And something better. And if you want that seat, say like you want to go to Detroit and you want to sit on the 50-yard line on the visitor side, you know what I'm saying? Now you tell me that. Now I will call the Lions or their front office and reserve you 2 seats, pay the bill, and then all you doing is pretty much paying me back for the seats while you're knocking your bill down. And we do that. We do those payment plans all over the country. I mean, it is spread like wildfire. Now, other companies have a payment plan, but you got the credit checks and this, that, and the third, and they want to attach to your bank account. We don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now don't get me wrong. If you breach the contract, you forfeit the money that you put up. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that, you set the terms, because I look at it like this. You know what's in your bank account. So you know you can only afford $75. Don't sit up and tell us you're going to pay $250. Keep it a buck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man.
That's why it's important to communicate with you. But just say because
New Jack City.
A better payment plan for them, right? You would say, all right, well, I want to sit in these $1,200 seats. We go there October 1st, so that means the second week of the football season. So that's the second week of the football season. That's the
24th or the 17th or something like that.
Right. So when we play when we play Green Bay, that's when you would need to be paying your final ticket.
Exactly.
For October 1st. However, you know what I mean? But communicate with Kenny. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't end up losing your money and say, hey, Kenny, I can't pay you Wednesday. Like I said, can I pay you Friday?
Exactly. As long as you let us know, you tell us, because we'll automatically set a reoccurring invoice for you. So you'll tell us, hey, look, every on the 3rd or on the 9th, or you know what, Kenny, I ain't ready for it this week. Tell your office to send it to me on the 12th, or instead of doing $250 this week, I can only do $125. You know what I'm saying? We totally let you set your payments because you know what you can afford better than we can. If we didn't, we would be just like any other company. Pay this. This is what we asking for. Okay, you can't pay it. We're going to sue you, mess up your credit over a damn ticket.
Questions are coming in the chat here.
There's other stuff going on in the world to do that.
That's true.
We got a couple of questions. So one, well, let's start up with this one. Our Arizona ambassador LaMarcus says, "Are the tickets sold individually, or do you prefer that tickets be purchased in groups?"
Nah, you can buy groups. We do group sales, and you can buy individuals. I know, out in Arizona, if you want to do, shout out to I-10 out there in Arizona, a Lime franchise out that way. But, we can do single tickets. You can do per game tickets. We got everything at Isaac. I got everything at State Farm, my man out there. We got Beyonce. I got the Aerosmith. I do Desert Arena, Footprint, anything you want. We got you out there. Just let us know.
All right. So we have another question. This came from a guy named David Stover.
Okay.
He said, how do we contact him?
You can contact me or Lime LLC at 202-930-3533, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Now, I do have a question for you, Kenny. Now, what if this is just a hypothetical, and we will post Kenny's cards. And also, if you're a paid member, you will have a Lime flyer in your membership kit. So you will have something from Lime Events in your membership kit as your paid member. So, and also your discounted code will be in there. So when you call him and say, hey, this is the code, you're only going to get that code from being a paid member. So, but Kenny, so I guess the question is, I know you're a Monday through Friday office. You do have an after hours number if something doesn't go right,
Yes.
they can contact you after
Yes.
hours or before to say, hey, it's game time. They say it's a duplicate of my ticket or whatever the case may be. Even though that it happens, but it's very slim that it does happen. But will there be a number? Because I guess that's the question people want to know. Is if he's only Monday through Friday, we're trying to get in contact him on Saturdays. Now I'm assuming during football season and events, you have somebody in the office, field phone calls because people are trying to buy tickets the day of.
Right. Yeah, we don't have anybody in the office on Saturday, but we do have a ring back phone. Whereas though when you call the office, it will ring back to myself, my partner Dawood, shout out to Woo, my wife, places like that, my people like that will answer because we are not an automatic service. We will answer your phone call. We will guide you through the situation. It ain't no send our help tech an email and 3 days later, we don't do none of that. Everything that you're used to, no disrespect to the other people, but everything that you're used to now, we don't do. We actually really deal with you in regards to helping you with your situations because a lot of the stuff may be just user error and a lot of stuff may be a system error in regards to you get to the venue and the attendant, his scanner might not be working. But he don't care because it's 10,000 people in his face. If yours don't work, it might not be the ticket.
Trust me, I know that.
And he's going to tell you, step out of line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so then in that case, if you call us, we'll tell you to go to guest services. Guest services will take the number on your ticket, which is your barcode number, and they'll give you an entry wristband and or 2 paper tickets to go into the venue. That's the only time you get a paper ticket from Lime LLC.
Yes. That right there, ticket relocation, even the situation where it might be a ticketing error. Country, you know this as well from my knowledge in this. Thomas, you know this as well from my knowledge with this. This is true. Yeah. If you have a ticket that has been purchased, and this is not Kenny, when they purchase the ticket, it's coming from the ticket seller of that stadium, right? So if it's Mercedes-Benz, it's Ticketmaster. If it's State Farm, it's going to be StubHub, Vivid Seats for like New York, however it may be.
Right.
Because some people don't know this. Different ticket reseller companies are over different stadiums.
Exactly what you were saying, Jay. It's like this. It all depends on the venue that is the primary. So at State Farm, say like at State Farm Arena in Atlanta, you guys, when you want to go see the Hawks, that's Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster.
And at Mercedes-Benz, it's Ticketmaster. Well, here at FedEx Field, for the Commanders, is SeatGeek. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a ticket from us, it may come from us, but it goes through SeatGeek's portal, or it's going to go through Ticketmaster's portal. So the confusing part of it is, some people might say, well, I bought a ticket from Lime and it say Ticketmaster. Well, if they the primary, it's going to say Ticketmaster. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to 7-Eleven, they not going to put your big Goat cup in a Circle K cup. It's going to say 7-Eleven, even though you're drinking Pepsi, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it's going to do.
Yeah, we drink Coca-Cola around here, man.
Yeah.
He's in a Pepsi town. I can already hear when he started saying the Pepsi. You can.
I forgot the dirty South. I keep forgetting about y'all down south.
Coca-Cola around here,
Coke
man.
and sweet tea around here, man. We don't even know about no A&W, whatever that stuff they got drinking on.
But primarily when all our tickets are ticket accounts. You have to accept our accounts. When we send you a ticket, we sending it directly to the email that you provide us with. You have to accept your ticket. When you accept your ticket, we get an alert saying, hey, Thomas accepted this ticket. So we know Thomas got his ticket. So now it's going to lead you to whatever steps that portal dictates you to do. If you got to set up a team account or whatever have you, that's how professional real ticket brokering works. Now, all that other stuff you see on them other sites, I have nothing to do with that. I mean, I just know how the real ticket game works. And the real ticket game is when I send you a ticket, it's coming directly from our portal to the portal that is the primary of that ticket venue. So whoever got the box, when you go to guest services, if it say StubHub, SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, that's the portal they're going to be using.
That's Ticket Talk, folks. He's talking about portals. That's Ticket Talk.
That's
Ticket Talk for you.
All right, so can you answer this question? So, by chance, if the ticket doesn't come with says, hey, it doesn't say Lime Events, but it may say Big Low Country on it, they would still need to accept that ticket, right?
We get our tickets are not personally addressed. Like I said, we direct sell. We don't buy third party tickets.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
only
say
time
that, you hear that, Falcons fans?
Direct sale.
direct sales,
Right.
right? Only
Understood.
time you get a ticket with somebody else's name on it, and that's just for if you never buy a ticket from line and y'all buying tickets. If you see somebody a ticket that you done bought off Ticketmaster and say Lori Smith, that's a third party ticket. Lori Smith is reselling. She posted that ticket on one of those sites, put her price up there. They put their markup on the now. You're the recipient. You're the third party of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm saying with us, it's coming directly from us straight to you.
Okay. So we go back to the chat. So we have another one. Cheryl Gibson said, when can we purchase tickets for the Detroit game?
You can call me, Michelle, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock a.m. and we get started. Hopefully the ladies in the office ready to roll and we go from there.
Man on top of it like brown gravy. That's what I'm talking about, Ken.
All right. So
Love
we
it.
have so someone also too said London game different payment plan.
Do you have tickets for the London game? People was
Yes,
talking
we
about
do.
London. A lot of people are going over there. It's international.
Exactly.
So now we're going to go back to what you said. You have franchises also here in America and also across the pond too as well.
Yes, my guys, we have one in Holland, we have one in Germany, we have one in the Ukraine, and we have one in the Philippines. And shout out to my man Harvey out in the Philippines. I got to get with you, dude. I know you watching. But I mean, yeah, we got franchises over there. And like I said, franchises, if y'all hear me talk, what I do with Lime, just in case you guys are interested in employment, we offer referrals. Where we have a referral program where for those who want to earn part-time jobs, you can call us. We'll train you on how to be a referral. A referral is you can call us and anybody want to get a ticket, say, hey, call Lime. And what will happen is when you sign your contract with us, you will become like a Mary Kay rep. And that person will be able to say, hey, look, Thomas referred me. And so Thomas has a ticket account with us. So every time that person is paid a paid invoice, Thomas gets a percentage of the actual sale. It's money that we're paying Thomas right via cash or transfer or paycheck or whatever. And we do that to create employment to people all over the country. Like we have street teams and sales reps all over the country. I encourage every one of my franchises to do that. You know what I mean? And hire people to refer.
So, all right, cool. So again, yes.
Wow.
To answer everybody's question, yes, he can get tickets to London.
Yes. Yes. And London, we have inventory for London. I got special prices for the Rise Up. You got anything y'all do, y'all get special prices.
Get to that.
You hear what he said? Anything y'all do with the Rise Up tour.
Exactly. We're gonna get to that. So, folks, this
quick
is
question.
Go ahead. But this is a great...
Falcons just opened up their international market now in Germany. You mentioned Germany, so we're going to be using Lime events when we go to Germany. I'm guessing within the next couple of years, correct?
Right.
You would have tickets in Germany too.
Yes.
Wow. So this is another great reason. This is perk number 1016-7. While that you need to go ahead and be a part of the Rise Up tour as a paid member, right? So this is our segue into this. So we're going to get exclusive rates if you as a paid member of the Rise Up tour group. So you can still buy tickets from Kenny,
right?
However, if you are a paid member, you're gonna save a little bit more, couple of coins, right? That's what y'all said. Your coin purse. You're gonna save a couple of more dollars. Right, because this is when this partnership comes in, right? Partnership comes in because he wants to make sure that our people are taken care of. What I mean by our Dirty Birds, our Falcons fans, everybody a part of the Rise Up Tour group, right? So we're going to make sure that we can go in there, make the noise. He's going to make sure that we're able to do it at an affordable price. Now, don't get me wrong, don't get me twisted. This is still a business, period, point blank. Right. So at the end of the day, you still going to have to pay. You ain't going to get nothing free. Speaking of word free, also being a part of the Rise Up Tour, you're going to get a chance to enter a raffle that he will talk about as well. So maybe you may be able to go to that London game, maybe be able to go to that Jets game, maybe be able to go to Arizona. It'd be courtesy of Lime events. But that's only going to happen for the people who are paid members, right? So this is making sure that the members are taken care of, and this is why our partnerships are coming in. I've already showed you the discounts for Arizona. I've told you the price what it's going to be in Detroit, and these are significant, right? I posted in our group. If you look at Arizona, we're paying $239 a night, and they're charging $425 a night. But guess what? You can't get a room because
sold out.
It's sold out. If you go
the only way you can get rooms at that point would be to purchase your membership through the RISEUP tour, so you can get your discount for the room.
Exactly. And another thing we do is we like to play fair, and in this business we also know that sometimes games bottom out. Sometimes hopefully it's not the Falcons or whatever, but some teams may be on the downslide of the season and the tickets lose value. Well, if that's the case, then we always with Lime are about repricing. So, we'll send out alerts saying, hey, look, we was charging $150 now because this game, the game has lost value. Okay, now we charging $115, we charging $125 or whatever have you. Because again, our company was made for and by people that live at, below, and just above the poverty line. We want to make events and outings as accommodable for people who want to make ends meet to do other stuff than pay bills. So we don't want you to have to struggle to enjoy yourself, man. So that's one of the things that we pride ourselves in line. So that's just something we want to put out there.
And then also too, let's be honest, if it's not the Super Bowl or if it's not or something high spectacular event, everybody probably been to this website. We pay face value for the ticket, right? That's what the teams or the promoter, whoever set the prices at.
Right.
But sometimes if it's a higher demand, you may get the price go all the way up. It may go up. You're like, well, damn, this person wants $5,000 a seat. Now, mind you, this is what happens on some of these websites. They start changing the price themselves. They have this sliding thing that they automatically do.
Right.
Now, we're still only going to get our payout. What we told that we wanted, $125.
Right.
But you may get somebody who want to pay $3,000 to sit courtside, and that ticket going to sell because it's game 7 in the finals. And they want it, you know what I'm saying? And you may not even see any of that on that portion. So just, keep that in mind. Also, Hey, we got another question, Kenny. It said, can he get club and suite seats? And I can answer this for you. Yes.
Yes.
And firsthand experience. So yes, he can do it.
Yeah. Now, I mean, and to answer your question though, Tom, listen, I mean, again, we don't do that. If you purchase your ticket at $125 and all of a sudden that game is the hottest ticket, you still, and you bought it before they changed the wholesale on me, then I'm gonna honor the price I quoted you before they changed the wholesale. But like with anything, if they raise the wholesale up on me, I got 3 kids and a wife, fam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to go up on my price.
But it's the truth.
Like our boy Fat Joe say, yesterday's prices ain't today's price. You know what I'm saying? And you got to honor that. But if you bought your ticket before they changed the price, before this game came hot, I don't care if that ticket is $5,000. If you pay or if you're paying on it, because the payment plan freezes that price. That's why we encourage people to get the payment plans in, because now anything can happen. So if you paying on it, we still got to honor what you're paying on.
So what Kenny is saying right there too, Falcons fans, let's go over what's happening on the field. Country, this is where you know a lot about this too as well with the Falcons. This team is looking like it's projected to go to the playoffs. This team is probably projected to probably host a home game or maybe get a bye.
Exactly.
But right now we are looking at this team on paper to go in there and get the job done. So when those playoff tickets come close to those games, you can't expect that same price that you saw in the regular season. This is the playoff, especially with a team who hasn't been to the playoffs in 5 years.
Right.
So if it's a home game, what's going to happen at that Bend. So definitely getting the relationship in with Kenny of, buying these tickets early in advance. Even with other events outside of it, Kenny, you have Hawks, Braves, so many other tickets that you can also work with Kenny with that you don't have to it doesn't have to just be the Falcons, but just know when football season rolls around, yesterday's price is not today's price. If you know your team that you're rooting for is winning. So take advantage of whatever the prices are when Kenny's telling you, hey, this is a good deal, this is a good rate. And then you see it 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, it goes up 200 because the Falcons just won 4 games.
Exactly.
And now they're getting primetime games. Exactly. Now they're on Monday night. It happens when it comes to ticketing. Now, Kenny, the question I have for you, Because people would ask, because a lot of people's gonna be purchasing tickets. What's the most amount of tickets you sold to an event?
Whew. In 1 year, we sold 913,000 tickets in a year.
What about a game now?
A game, we average probably about maybe, it depends on what, but more so we average, maybe, I know Lime DC, because every Lime franchise do their own thing and we total up at the end of the month. But Lime DC, I know on an average in DC alone, we do probably about 700 Commanders tickets a week, and maybe 350 Wizards. And then you add on more so concerts, we probably do about 1,500 concert tickets a week. Because we got so many things here in DC. You got the Kennedy Center, Warner Theater, National Theater, Convention Center, Constitution Hall. You got so many things going on. So in an average, we probably all in all, probably a month, probably about like 5,000 tickets, just Lime DC.
And all those things you just mentioned at the end, they're not sporting events either. And you have access to those tickets as well.
No, if you want to go see the Hamilton, I send people to see the Hamilton, the Gin Game. You want to
Somebody mentioned Broadway shows. You have Broadway shows as well.
Broadway, yes. The Hamilton, the Gin Game, the Broadway. You want to go see the Color Purple. You want to go see the Yankees. You want to go see, you know what I'm saying? You anything you want, we got. You know what I'm saying? You want to go see Chicago, anything.
So I got a question for you,
big country.
Because I know that you're not a travel agent. Like, for example, like my wife and I, we're going to Vegas next month, right? Like if I call you and I say, hey, Kenny, do you know of any tickets that I might want to get in Vegas during this weekend? Would you be able to assist us with that?
Yeah, you can call me anytime, man. And what we do is I'll send you tell me you're going to Vegas, and we have this thing called event list. Whereas though I'll send you everything that's going on in Vegas. And Thomas will know, I'll send you a text message. Anything anything you need in Vegas. I'll send you a whole category. Every R&B show, every comedy show, every sports venue, everything that's going on in Vegas. I have access to over 1 million shows everywhere every week.
Wow. Okay, that's cool, man. That's real cool.
Now I'm gonna go back to the question board. Now I can answer this question. So the membership cutoff is June the 30th, right? So once we get everything cut off, we're gonna get everything printed up, ready to go, and when hopefully by August, before preseason. So this is why it's important that everybody the quicker we get everybody in and paid, we can get stuff printed, because a lot of this stuff is customized, and a lot of these places are asking for a 2 to 3 weeks turnaround time. So hopefully by August 1, people can be able to pick up their packets, things of that nature, so we can get them. But from the time, if you're a paid member, which that you are, Kenny does have your email, right? So that's a part of being a paid member. So you will have direct contact with Kenny. But so you don't necessarily have to wait on your code. It's just going to be in your pack anyway as a reminder. But you don't have to wait on your code. So right now, Kenny is going to have everybody's email. You send Kenny an email, he can say you're a Rise Up Tour member. You say yes, I am. He checks it off the list. You got something, he's gonna make sure he takes care of you. So that's an easy that's an easy fix.
With you guys, Thomas, you guys are gonna tell Lime the passcode, right?
Right.
What
we will.
Code is gonna be, right?
Well, we will, but as we talked about before, there's going to be a promotional flyer inside of their membership box. It's just pretty much a promotional ad. It's going to be in there. But then again, whatever code we decide to use, that's going to be it. So we have another guy named David. He said, went to Germany last year. Tickets issue was a disaster. I would never use Vivid again. Didn't get in until halftime.
Well, you don't have to worry about that with us, Dave, because unfortunately, I am also member of Viagogo, which is the world's largest international ticket broker, and they more so gonna handle they handle all internet. For those who go to international shows or do international events, Viagogo is the overseas ticket master, and so I'm a member of Viagogo, so we deal with them.
But it's nothing that you can really do about that, right? So you make sure you have the tickets, but at the end of the day, the ticket is valid. But if they're having for example, if Mercedes-Benz is having an issue at the ticketing, I remember this happened a couple of years ago. They let everybody in, right? Because there was too many people having ticketing. They told just go ahead, and they'll just figure it out. Because you had 10,000 people standing outside because the system went down.
Right. Well,
but
you got some people. You got some companies that, like I said, I ain't trying to mess on nobody, but it's honestly some companies just, hey, look, they'll tell you anything to get you off the phone or to get you from emailing them, and that's just real. I mean, you got some companies that'll be like, hey, look, you bought it off our website, but now they're putting it, well, you bought it from a third party person. So we don't really know who the customer is. We'll try to find out who the seller is. And guess who's short? You. Because that seller don't got to pick up his phone or respond to the email. They already been paid. So, you got to be kind of cautious. Everything, again, these secondary sellers, I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm not saying that at all. And Lord knows, if I not have made my mistakes in the ticket business, I'd have messed up orders. I'd have had people cuss me out. I'd have had all kinds of stuff when I was learning how to do this business. But now that I know and I have a grasp of it, I'm 17 years in. But I'm just saying, when you buying these tickets, you really got to watch. If you see, I don't buy third-party tickets. I don't buy tickets with somebody's name on it. I don't buy tickets. If you look on a site and you see that same ticket on Vivid Seats and it's posted on SeatGeek and it's posted on StubHub and it's posted on Coast to Coast and it's posted on TickPick, 9 times out of 10, it's the first person that buy this ticket gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things you don't want to do. And it might be a good deal. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta really pay attention to what you're doing to avoid these type of things. And I think you brothers linking up with me, and I ain't just saying it because of Lime. Even if you were to get with another broker and he's telling you all this stuff, is a smart move, because now you're giving that assurance of a safe transaction and cutting down the convolution. There's always gonna be problems. Most of the time, it's going to be user error, because you're going to have some people might wait till 10 minutes before kickoff to load up their tickets. Well, if you got 80,000 people trying to get on one server, it's going to take a minute. You know what I'm saying? But, you guys are cutting down a lot of the drama that all the questions that you guys are asking is user error or system error. And by dealing directly with a broker and the rules that we're setting cuts a lot of that out. So kudos to y'all, man, because that's a lot, man, for real.
And then also, too, I mean, there's some ticket etiquette, though. So you can't buy your ticket at 12 o'clock and the game starts at 1 o'clock. A lot of these times it takes a little time because, even if you buy from a third party, it takes a little time for that ticket to come to you, because that person has to send you that ticket. They can be already in the game. If you don't got reception and you look at your phone like, damn, my ticket sold.
Exactly.
So I gotta send it, now I gotta send it over like it is. It is halftime.
Yeah.
So if you can get in earlier and get this stuff done, we know that sometimes you wait last minute, those type of things happen. However, if you can get in it earlier, you can save. I guarantee you, Kenny phone rings a lot on Sunday morning.
My gosh.
Hey, such and such. Hey, I'm trying to do such and such. That's why Ticketmaster give you so many ticket prompts to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? they kind of, like, oh man, they're just gonna hang up, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So just, you know what I mean? If the earlier you can do it, probably the better. Because if there is a mistake, that gives both parties trying to fix it, right? Because you can say, you know what, Kenny, I bought the wrong date. And Kenny may say, well, that's not my fault. However, this is what I may be able to do.
Right.
I can find you a ticket, but you got to pay this. However, you know what I mean? But now you're going to still have that human interaction.
Exactly.
Right. So that's why it's good to have a report, but don't wait till last minute. And I would recommend anybody, please don't wait last minute to buy your ticket. So if it's Friday night at midnight and it's 100 of us on the plane and everybody's trying to buy it, Kenny, he's going to enjoy the work. However, it's a good chance that someone may mess up. Not saying it's going to be Kenny, but it may be somebody hit the wrong date. Or, hey, their credit card, because Ticketmaster didn't give them their tickets, they already got that charge, and now Kenny's charging him the same amount or a little less, and now their credit cards got flagged for fraud.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So those are those things. Is take your time, take a moment. Like you said, user error. User error happens every day.
Yeah, we just had somebody, try to purchase tickets from us, and she messed up and tried to do the transaction 26 times, and we were getting all kind of flags and everything. It did, it happens. It's human error. But all in all, if you just again, the communication is the key, man. If you don't know what you're doing, you should call the office. But also, what I didn't say I see my wife flagging me down is that what we do with Lime to cut down a lot of the drama. We have ticket cutoffs. Like, hey, look, we normally shut down here in Lime, DC by Thursday, I think, anybody. Thursday, hey, look, if you ain't got the ticket by Thursday, you got to holler at us next week because we got the tailgate. We got 22 franchises we maintaining, and you knew you wanted to go to this game. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to catch us next week.
Which for you as a fan, you might even be at the game.
Exactly. so you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how we cut down a lot of the unnecessary, because when you try to process last minute orders, you got portal issues, you got server issues. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, we host our own events, so I might be at a tailgate, I might be on a microphone at a tailgate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna be in my office. Now we always have somebody on call to answer calls, but we don't have somebody processing orders. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing. Like, just because somebody answers the phone don't mean they're there to process last minute orders. They're there to help. I'm like, okay, you stuck at the gate, your ticket won't scan, something like that. There's two different entities. We try to cut that off at our version of Lime in DC on by Thursday at the latest. And pretty much I think every franchise do the same thing because we all see those same problems.
So my question after you, my last question for the night. Falcon fans have talked about this in the past. They get to the stadium or they're getting ready to purchase tickets and they want to sit with other fans and they want to make noise together. They want to bring that, that energy sitting in one section or maybe two sections. Is there something where the Rise Up Tour this year can look into a couple sections in different stadiums and say, hey, look, Kenny, we have 200 fans. We want to sit in 104 and 105. How many seats can you pull in that area? There is a way that you can do that, correct?
Yes. All y'all got to do is tell me where the takeover section is. I would prefer y'all call it the takeover section. So we already know that Thomas ain't sitting nowhere but on the visitor side. That's just what that is. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to, hey, look, y'all want to sit on the visitor side, y'all want to take over a whole section, we can make that happen. You just got to give me enough time so we can start working on it. You know what I'm saying? Like most sections, are 26 rows, 20 seats in a row. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if y'all want 200, we can make it happen. We just got to make sure we have enough time to put that order in and get it secured.
Love it. Thomas?
Hold on. We got the Falconator, a.k.a. the suit guy.
Yeah.
This is what, thank you for all that you're going to support the group, and thank you for introducing me to Calvin City Mumbo Sauce. Go ahead and give Kenny the credit, for the Mumbo Sauce, okay?
Because, you know what, man?
Is this a DC thing? Is this a DC thing? I'm like learning so much about
DC. I get my damn peaches. I still ain't got it's been a year. I ain't got my
Georgia. Hold on. I got somebody who gives you some peaches.
Man.
Hey, Bonnie, where you at? Bonnie,
hey, Jack, one of y'all give me some. I ain't messing with Thomas and that.
I got you, Kitty. I got you.
So, country, the reason why we call him country, that was country right there. He gives some peaches.
I give some peaches.
South Georgia peaches.
You
can't get the Atlanta Metro peaches because they ain't sweet.
You know what I'm saying? I get the South Georgia peaches.
Albany or something. You know what I'm saying?
I want a peach cobbler, man. I want a peach cobbler.
I get you some peaches, peach cobbler, and some peach moonshine. How about that?
How about that?
I was waiting for that peach moonshine. I know he was getting ready to say that.
Country, man. I appreciate that, man. I gave up on man Thomas, man. I mean, he been selling it to me for a minute. I'm like, hey, I just want a peach, man.
Hey, hold on, Pamela. Hey, Pamela said, send the man his peaches. Hey,
Thank you, Pamela. Send my damn peaches. Thank you.
You live down in Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, however you want to call it. But they got a peach stand right there on the corner. You know what I'm talking about. It's the guy be selling peaches, pecans, and honey. And she can pick them up from there, and she can carry them up to Atlanta when she comes.
Man. Hey, look, man. Y'all can send me my peaches, man. I gratefully. I even dropped the location where y'all can send me
hold on.
Peaches,
man. I can say, like what I said. Look, Bonnie can get you some. She can get you. That's who posted that. She can get you some.
Miss Liz Norwood said, "Thanks, Kenny, for her parking ticket that she got from you in DC."
Thank you.
Parking tickets, Kenny? Is that what's going to? Once it say tickets, you got it. It don't matter what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
This is crazy. I love this.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to all those people who sung karaoke that night, man. What was my man? My man who sung the Temptations with Thomas and the other two dudes. Y'all was singing. I was watching that video the other day. Classic. Hear me?
Shit, what
Who's
was
with you,
it?
Thomas? Joseph?
Shannon.
Oh,
Shannon Willis?
Yeah, it was Shannon.
classic. You hear me? Classic.
And look, man, we have a good time on the road, man. We really do have a good time. So hopefully you guys will join us, on the road, enjoy these things with us, man. You know,
Man, we plan on catching y'all in New York, man.
Man, so we're gonna go see, and that's another thing. Hey, here go a ticket plug for Kenny. Hey, man, the Jets, Jets, that's what they say, and it gets pretty loud at MetLife.
Oh yeah.
And your boy A-Rod is over there, and
Who?
yeah, A-Rod.
We do it big in New York because we go there every year. You know what I mean,
So-
for the Johnson and the skin. So we there.
So from your knowledge, has the tickets gone up because Aaron Rodgers is there in New York now for the Jets game? Like I know Jets prices in the past were kind of like Texans, but the team has turned around. They're looking a little bit better from last year. Now they got A-Rod. And your end, does the ticket prices just shoot up now because Aaron Rodgers is there?
Well, yeah, the team gonna capitalize. We deal directly with the team, so they gonna give you, team gonna raise their wholesale. Now, the resale market is gonna be crazy because of the popularity, but the team gonna put their stink on it. But for the most part, it's pretty fair. It's the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from where they were to them now, I'm glad they made some kind of progress to, financially with that, and hopefully, things work out. But again, with the tickets, especially with sports, always know the team set the price. So if the team is losing, they only want seats. They want asses in the seats. So they're gonna drop the price. If they win it, they're gonna you know what I'm saying? If it's a big trade or something like that, price is gonna go up. The team controls the price. That's what when you direct sale. Now, when you resale and you buying third party, you paying at the mercy of if Country want to sell this ticket for $5,000, that's Country's choice. Rather they win it or not. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go and you buy on a secondary site, you see two tickets that might be $50 and two tickets right next to it might be $500.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's no unity. It ain't the same people selling the ticket.
Yep.
So, that's just some jewels you should know,
This is good information, Falcons fans, for members, people who are not members yet, that's soon to becoming members of the Rise Up Tour. You hear the discounts with the hotels.
Right.
Now you're hearing Kenny from Lime Events with the discounts with the tickets now too as well. So many things that we put in place this year with our 5th year at the Rise Up Tour. And this is honestly a blessing working with you, Kenny, because a lot of fans are going to be purchasing tickets. This is the start of the season. And the Falcons are looking at the turnaround.
Right.
Where Country, the bands will be filled, more tickets on the road to be sold because people's going to realize, hey, this team is winning now. So Falcon fans, get on board and get on board early. The Rise Up Tour memberships are still available. June 30th is the cutoff. We will still accept Rise Up Tour memberships after the 30th, but the cutoff, the deadline is the 30th for you to get your package.
Before we go, fellas, I want to do one more thing. Like, I wanted to offer a gift to you guys. Whereas though I want to do like a little trivia. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though we want to give away a pair of tickets to that the Detroit Lions game.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Did give away ticket?
What? Yeah, man, just hold on. He just said he about to give away tickets to the Falcons versus Lions game, week 3 in Detroit.
Yeah, isn't because that's y'all first travel game, right?
Right, that's tour stop number 1, Motor City. So hold on, wait.
We want to kick it off with y'all. I want to give away a pair of upper level tickets for that game. We're gonna do a trivia, and the trivia is how many sacks did the Grits Blitz accumulate in 1977?
But hold on, wait. You got to be a paid member.
Yeah, only people can answer that is a paid member. Only people can win is a paid member. For those who I got their email address, the only people that can win this. And when you do, you send me the question. I send it to Tom. I send it to Jack and Country. You know what I'm saying? We go over. But that's what I want to know. How many sacks did the Grits Blitz linebackers accumulate in the 1977 season?
There y'all go.
Falcon
you know what I'm saying? So when y'all get that together, the winner of that, you got yourself a pair of tickets courtesy of Lime LLC.
Now, however, it may be a whole bunch of people who do it. However, you send it to me, and if it is, you know, he'll raffle. He'll go and do a little drawing to pick whoever the winners are. And Country and Jack, you can't win because I can't win either.
What? I already sent my email over.
Nah, man, you can't win, man. This is for.
All right, I'm gonna use the burner account. Don't worry.
You go use the burner.
Hey, the burner accounts get you in trouble.
Ask KD.
My wife is saying email the answer to sales@getlinetickets.com. And so the winner of that get 2 tickets to the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been, you know, I think that's a good trivia. You know, we all know that the Falcons, the Grits Blitz 77, they had the 1977, they had the best defense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
It was 7-7 that year, 14-game season. But they set a record for sacks. Well, it had been broken, but they were the first one to set this record in sacks for a season. And so, you know, because Jerry Glanville, all he did was blitz back then when he was a defense coordinator. He ain't play no zone, no nothing. It just everybody go.
Everybody go. But Ken, I do want to let you know. So, peak season is from mid-May to August. But I'm gonna tell you, the best peaches are around that June area. So I'm gonna hook you up, Kenny. I ain't gonna.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna hook you up. I got you.
Thomas,
I got you.
You know, Thomas, man, that hurt me, man.
Wait, look. See, Thomas, my brother. So it's
everybody trying to offer the peaches
come
going
from
out
me
the
and
stores or the
Thomas.
farms or markets, and here goes Thomas. You can sit over there like, I still ain't get this man these peaches.
But when he asked for peaches, he asked for peaches in November.
Nah, I'm just saying it's been a year though, dog. I mean, we done passed June and all that other stuff,
it
though,
hasn't
man.
been season yet, though.
I mean,
From
they
May,
skip the season? They skip the season?
May to July.
It wasn't peak season last year because we met November.
All right, it's just like the cherry blossoms. It's just like the cherry blossoms. Are they year round?
I'm saying
they
cherry
may
blossom
pop
was
up.
in March though.
But, right,
I could have got you a cherry blossom,
but,
Tom.
hold on.
It was in March.
But the point that I'm making is, people sell peaches all year around, just like they try to sell watermelon. If you can't thump it and it don't sound good, it ain't no good.
Yeah, don't eat no watermelon in March.
Oh man, hey, look, you know what, bro? Whenever I get it, I appreciate it, man. But just know, you know, when you ask me for some mumbo sauce, I came through then and there.
Hey, I told them to put them on it because I keep I keep the mumbo sauce. I keep the DC staple in my house.
Nah, it's all good, man. I appreciate, I appreciate you brothers having me on. I appreciate the rise up, and like I said, y'all doing something dope, man. Even if y'all wasn't messing with Lime, and I was trying to get down with an organization, I would want somebody to look out for me like this for my travel needs and my ticketing needs. And I think what y'all doing is really dope. Now,
before we let Kenny go, I know we got some other stuff we can talk about on the podcast. But Kenny, once again, thank you for this partnership that we worked on to get this together. I know we talked about this last year and it's coming into tuition now. So thank you from the Rise Up Tour, and thank you for being a stand-up dude and making sure that we can get these people taken care of, and you seeing the vision that I have for this group.
Exactly.
And to making sure that we can get the most people on the road and be able to enjoy these games at an affordable price.
Exactly.
Because after a while, it gets expensive.
Exactly.
Everybody can't fly Emirates first class. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do it. And just, I know a small little story, and it was kind of off topic, but I remember as a kid, my dad would try to take us to different games, but however, when you got a family of 5 and you only have one person working, it's hard to spend $1,000.
Exactly.
And then you still had to get popcorn. You still had to pay for parking. And then if you was a kid, you wanted one of the little light things, what they had, the little lightsabers.
Exactly.
So, those are the sacrifices people have to make. And now in this day and time with inflation and all of this, people still want to enjoy activities, but they don't want to break the bank for one event, especially if you got people making money off of fees. Because I can sit back and just collect fees all day. If I was in this fee business, I can sit back and probably make $1 million and probably in the first 3 months just collecting fees.
And you know what though? That's why we do this with Lime. You know what I'm saying? Because of exactly what you say. Growing up we already experienced. Everybody know the situation of always wanting, never having. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, and everybody got a different ghetto story. It ain't, you know, and you don't have to be black or whatever to have a ghetto story or a story of poverty or a story of growing up without or wanting something that you cannot afford to have. And you know what I'm saying? There's people of all colors who I got 4 kids and I got enough for 3 tickets or whatever have you. And so with us, we try to make everything accommodable for that so you can break that monotony. Because when you show people something different, they do something different. And that's the thing about it. You know, you give people a different mentality. And, you know, that's why I believe in what, you know, people, you know, what you guys are doing. I mean, and just to see you, Country and Jack up here and myself, and you see 4 positive brothers up here showing that, look, man, we can care about people. We can do good business. We can work together. And it's a unity. It's not just a black man thing. It ain't a white man thing. It's a, hey, look, we all getting together and doing something, and we're doing it the right way. We respecting people, being positive. I think we need more of that, man, because everybody in the same boat. Unless you live in that 1.5%, I don't care what color you are. You gonna hit the damn I ain't got it button one day. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's all good. That's what we here to help each other in that, man. We need more of that, man. And I can do that. My way of helping is through tickets and entertainment and creating escapisms from the everyday of I ain't got it right now, or damn, my kid's getting on my nerves and I'm mad because I want to give it to my son, but I can't afford it. Well, guess what? Kenny and Lime is giving me an opportunity to do that. And so, you know, because I get those messages all the time from grown men. Dog, thank you. I got 5 kids and you gave me a payment plan. Now I can take all my kids to the game and I ain't got to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Well, that story I was telling y'all earlier about the lady, I mean, Miss Lawson. That's real, man. What Thomas just said is a true deal.
Yeah, man.
This is big.
So, Kenny, we appreciate you, my brother.
This is big.
Give him that number one more time.
It's 202-930-3533. And it's sales at getlimetickets.com. But 202-930-3533. You can call us anytime after 10 o'clock, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, it will ring. And you might get me, you might get my wife, you might get one of my partners or whatever, but somebody will answer. But the office is open Monday through Fridays.
And if they want to just send you an email, just say after tonight, they'll send you an email for in the morning.
Send us an email, sales at Getline. Like if you want to email and put a ticket request in now, you can at sales@getlimetickets.com, or you can text us at 202-930-3533, but it won't get filled until tomorrow.
And just to go, so we're gonna be clear, just to go over this. So if Kenny does have a list of Kenny, I seen the updated list here in a minute.
Okay.
Of all the paid members today.
Yes.
As an up to date.
Yes.
Now since we're not cutthroat, you know, if you're just in the group and you have not paid, he will offer you a ticket. However, you won't get that exclusive Rise Up Tour paid member discount.
Right. And we can't honor it, you know, I'm assuming that, and that's something you, Country and Jack, gonna have to go through. You guys, you know, when they do call, they're gonna have to have your code that you guys get to us. So,
because we did talk about that too as well, Falcons fans. So Detroit will not be the same code as Arizona, will not be the same code as New York. So it's big for members.
But for tonight's purposes, I would send all paid members an email what has a random code in it. So if you call Kenny between now and the next code,
right,
he'll honor that code for you.
Gotcha.
Kenny also knows who the members of the Rise Up Tour is. So if John Wolf calls and John Wolf is not a member of the Rise Up Tour, he will still work with you.
You still work.
Yeah, we'll look out, but you won't get the Rise Up exclusive tour. You won't get their prices. It's 2 different prices.
And then also Kenny, ticket limits.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So repeat the phone number one more time, Kenny.
It's 202-930-3533.
All righty, folks. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. I know you guys are asking. I'm put it up on the screen. But ticket limits. So it has to be it's gonna be in the terms. It's gonna be in the terms of agreements for tickets and things of that nature. Folks, if you buy tickets, and you can buy 2 for you and your wife, you and your kids, things of that nature. But if you're buying excessive tickets, Kenny will let us know and say, hey, man, Jack Black, you know, he bought 20 tickets off one membership.
Right.
That ain't gonna fly. We're gonna have to put a ticket limit on it. So we're gonna come up with a number what's accessible. But if we know that you're buying tickets for others and you're just trying to skim around the group, because we operate off the integrity system, right? Off the honor system. So
Right.
we want everybody just to do the right thing. So don't take advantage of something you haven't put into. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink all the Kool-Aid and put it back and say you didn't drink it. Don't do that. Or don't be that person only leave that tiny bit in there, then make the Kool-Aid. You might as well pour that in the cup, man.
That's how Jack would do.
So yeah,
drink a little bit and then put the rest back. Put the little bit back in the fridge, and everybody look at it. Who left this bit in the fridge? Huh?
So
you guys gonna set the limit for what you guys want to do.
Yeah,
right. We'll set the limit, but however, Kenny will let us know that it's ticket abuse, meaning is hey, Jack's. And now if you call and say, hey, Kenny, I got my family coming in, I need 6-7 tickets. That's a case by case basis. However, but we need to talk to us and say, hey, because we just don't want someone abusing the discount as he's giving it to us.
Exactly.
So if I say Kenny only got 100 paid members, but you got one person's only doing 20 tickets at a time, I know you want to share it, get them to join the group. And guess what? It's other fan groups Kenny works with. So if they're a Cowboys fan, they can pay the Cowboys price, but they won't pay the Rise Up Tour price.
Exactly. Yes.
And we have to go over this too as well, Falcons fans, because you're probably looking at it as, well, what's going on here? The Rise Up Tour, we are a true fan group, a real deal fan club when it comes to what we have done here with the fan base when we go on the road. We ain't talking about the home games. On the road. We've been doing this for years. This year is a big change because of the memberships and all the discounts and everything that we got going on. But people are liking the change because we are a true dedicated fan group. And Kenny, Thomas, and Country, there are probably over 30 Cowboys groups.
Yes.
Fan groups.
Yes.
Who do memberships, who do these type of direct sales, who do the same thing like this, 49ers, Packers, Steelers. Everybody does this. But do you know this, Falcon fans? We're the only ones here that's doing it.
Yes.
Us. We are the only chapter here of the away game fan base. There is no other chapter. So Falcon fans, we're trying to bring discounts and deals for you all. We're going to London. We're going to Arizona. We're going to New York. Kenny, we're going to Vegas next year. I know you're going to have something ready for Vegas.
And to back you up, though, Jack, honestly, if y'all really if you guys are really supporting the Falcons and you want to be a part of a group, like Jack just said, hey, listen, I deal with, the Chiefs, the 49ers. I get phone calls from all of these organizations who want the same thing. Because, again, they tired of getting scammed. They tired of not being able to get tickets. They tired of being able, being turned away or being spread out throughout the stadium. They want unity. And so, for what these guys are asking those who want to be a part of the Rise Up to do is not uncommon. And it's honestly, it's pretty fair, and it's looking out for you guys and your interests of supporting the same team. So I applaud y'all because that's dope. To do something you wasn't doing and turn it into a staple now, you're gonna get kicked back. But the transition y'all trying to make, I kudos to you, brothers, man, for real.
Well, we thank you too as well, Kenny. We're glad to work with you. This season is going to be amazing, I think, with the events for the Falcons, the games, and of course, whatever happens outside of football. People are still going to be looking at you for concerts, basketball. So anybody from the Rise Up Tour that brings the business to you, Kenny, we're really glad that they're a member of the Rise Up Tour, and you can also big your brand up too as well. I know Country's going to probably be working with you this year. Talking about Vegas, Country, we ain't invited. You ain't even say nothing about us. You talking about you going to Country. You ain't say nothing about us.
My bad, bro.
So hold on, Kenny. I ain't gonna say no names, but what about them Usher tickets in Vegas?
Gosh.
Oh yeah,
this is turning into a direct sale on the podcast.
Yeah, we got
I already got some, but I need some more.
Yeah, every day of the residency, I got. I think his residency ends in October, but yeah, I got every day. Him, Adele, Silk Sonic, everything is at the Dobley in Vegas. I got everything at the Dobley. Every residency.
Got a question for you. Don't know if you might have these tickets, my brother.
I know where this going. I know where this going.
But I'll be heading down. I got VIP for Rolling Loud.
What, Miami?
Miami.
Yeah.
So, Rolling Loud, people are saying it's very hard for tickets to come by once that website is locked, but you can still get Rolling Loud tickets, correct?
Man, I have Rolling Loud 2025 tickets already.
Yeah.
The venue don't, the cities
don't get
don't
Nick,
change,
Jack.
bro. The cities don't change. You know what I'm saying?
get
The
Nick,
artists
bro.
do, the cities and the venue may, but the promoters don't change. These same promoters reach out.
It's
If
the
you bought,
same people. It's the same people that's been doing it since.
so if you bought 1,000 tickets from this promoter in 2024, you don't think he's gonna call you in 2025?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
This is true. This is really legit, and I love this, man, because you are doing your thing, brother. And I must
That's
say,
direct sales.
we're going to work together this year, man. We're definitely going to work together this year. But I'm really proud of what you're doing, man. Thomas, this is great that Falcon fans here in the chat, members of the Rise Up Tour, can be a part of this. Kenny, you said a lot tonight. I don't have no more. I think all the questions have been answered, and this is great when we do podcasts like this because this time was it was worth it. It was really, really well worth it. So thank you so much, Kenny.
And if you guys have questions for Kenny, feel free to contact him.
Yes. 202-930-3533.
And also, Kenny is in our group. So if you tag Kenny in the group at Kenny Atkinson, or you can tag Lime Events, he's in the group. So him or his team will respond.
Yes.
So he is in our group. So typically we don't allow outsiders to in, but I feel like Kenny has a very important piece when it comes to tickets to do so. And then also, I'm just going to say this too. If you don't really have interest and you're just trying to see what's going on, please don't get this man to run around. If you say you can't pay for the tickets, don't have Kenny get these tickets and call you and send you the invoice and you don't answer the phone or such and such. Don't do that to the man.
So, I mean, it happens though, Tom. I'm
going to put that PSA out there.
It's all a part of business. It happens more than a little bit though. You know, it does.
But we thank you for what you're doing for the group.
Exactly.
Right? I don't want you to come and be like, man, Tom, man, shit. Your people call me and have me get these tickets, but then be time to pay them. We don't want that rep.
Exactly.
So I'd rather put participants early and saying, hey, look, man, if you don't have the common interest and you're really not trying to do it, I'd rather you not hit Kenny up because we're not going to send you bad business. Because also Kenny has the right to refusal. Kenny may say, hey, you know what? That guy big country, I ain't going to do no business with him.
No, we know better. We know better than that time.
Sheesh.
Nah, man.
But the point
I'm going to cut y'all off if I never get my damn peaches. Other than that, we cool.
I told you I got you, kid.
That's it, man. I got my peaches. I'm done with the Rise Up.
I got kid. Wait, hold on, now. Don't talk like that, Mr. Kid.
I'm gonna deal with the Saints. I'm dealing only with the Saints.
Hey.
We gonna have to
hold on now. We control the buttons here on this channel. We are the producers.
Yeah, I'm going down there. I bet you I give me a beignet.
Hey, that crawfish.
You don't say the word that you can't say. That's forbidden on this. You cannot say that, bro. They finna be on you.
Man,
boy, you cannot even say that word.
Somebody in the kitchen listening to the podcast. You know what did he just say? He said he going where?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give me an A2 or something, man. I would have been got one by now. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so the funny thing about this
thing I would have got me some pralines or something. You know.
Here's the funny thing too, Country. You do a podcast with the Panther Nation and podcasters from the Bucks and the Saints. You do your roundtable. I had a Saints fan hit me up and say, "Hey, can I come to the channel and talk to you guys?" And I said, well, just show up in the chat first and let's see how they take it. Just for a little bit before we just push you on the channel. But he still hasn't shown up to the chat yet. But Country, when we hear those Saints, man, them is fighting words.
Hey, those some fighting words. I know, Bo. Those are fighting words.
Nah, I'm hip, man. I'm hip. Nah, it's all good. Falcons Nation. Hey, look, it's cool, man.
He's good. He's good. Trust me, man. Kenny's a stand-up guy, man. Everything he told us over the phone a couple weeks ago when we had our 2.5-hour meeting, and then now here on the podcast, he's just saying the same thing he said on the phone and even better. So I'm actually learning a lot more about Lime Events. Fans here in the chat is learning a lot more. So, man, I'm proud of what you're doing, brother. And I guarantee you, man, Rise Up Tour will be rocking with you. And we can't wait for this season. So members will probably start calling you and texting you and emailing you by the morning later on this week. But, brother, keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to be here rocking with you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me, man. Hey, I get with y'all, man. Thank y'all so much.
You already know that. Thank you once again.
All right, brothers.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Falcon fans. Podcasts in the past haven't been like this. As you can see, things are changing with the Rise Up Tour. The memberships are very important because you're getting these discounts that you want. You're traveling. Why are you a part of the Rise Up Tour group? Otherwise, in talking with Falcons fans and friends and family that you've seen in other groups, Twitter, social media, Facebook, that's cool. But the purpose of this group is we travel to away games. We are a fan club. We are a die-hard fan club for the Atlanta Falcons. We're setting up these chapters here around the country because we want to show the fan base around the NFL that we have it here in Atlanta. It's not just what you see in the Bends or what you see with the entertainment. No. When we show up to these away games, we're showing up in strength in numbers. It started with 2 people in the group, and now we're over 1,200 members in the group. But we go back to what we said earlier. There are other teams that have 5, 6, 7 fan groups here in Atlanta. In just Atlanta alone. We're not talking about Carolina. We're not talking about Texas. In Atlanta.
We're not talking about Macon either.
Other fan bases here with clubs, fan clubs in Atlanta. So when we come to you all, and we say, hey, y'all, time to purchase a membership. We're trying to get everybody on board because we are a true fan club. We go to these away games from years ago to what we're doing now to what we're doing in the future. So Falcons fans, I'm glad that you are part of the new Rise Up Tour. I'm glad you are probably part for most of you, maybe your first fan club. But this is a true Rise Up Tour. This is a true fan club. And we are only here for what? To see them boys go win. And even when if we do lose, what do? We still turn up. We still have a good time. We still go back to the train and go to the hotel and go down the plane and go back to Atlanta or wherever we're going to. But we remember the time that we had on the road. We remember when Country was calling me outside of Razoo's in New Orleans and I tried to rush out my hotel. Damn, I didn't even have no. I'm trying to put on my pants. I'm like, hold on, Country. I'm on the way. It's those times you remember in LA, downtown, eating next to the Staples Centers with Thomas and some other Rise Up Tour members, or going to Paisley Park in Minnesota with other Rise Up Tour members in Minnesota, or going to stadium tours in New Orleans or New York or wherever you want to go. This year, we're going to London. All you Falcon fans know you want to hang out and party and be around other Falcon fans, unless you're doing your thing in other parts of London. But when it comes to like the meet and greets, the mixers, the hangouts, you want to be around other Falcon fans. And the Rise Up Tour is putting that together so that way fans can become family. And there are so many stories here from group members who have met on the road, who have met through the group, and they have established a relationship that's like, man, this is my partner. I'm rolling with this dude. I'm rolling with this girl. We're going to go to this city. We're going to this game. It's just something that when me and Thomas talked about it, I thought it was a joke. When he was like, let's throw the party in a casino in a city we're not from. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Then you saw the fans out there, and it's like, holy shit, this is real. Fans want to have a good time, and this has nothing to do with the game. This is the day before the game. So Falcon fans, please pay your memberships. Be a part of the real deal fan club here for the Atlanta Falcons. And you never know who you'll see on the road. You never know who you'll meet at some of these meet and greets. We have a lot of people that float through there. But at the end of the day, we put on our hat, put on our gear, grab our flags, and we show up and we show out, home or away.
And I just want to add, Jack, that's a good, I can't really add nothing to that, but there's no personal gain in this. Country don't get nothing. Country not finna be rolling in the BMW. Jack Spade's not finna be driving a Bentley, and I'm damn sure not finna be driving a G-Wag. You know what I mean? It's all of this is to help cover some of these spaces, because when we do go to these venues, they ask for money. COVID is over. Right, so they asked us, okay, you got how many people coming? All right, they need some type of reassurance that, hey, these people are coming, because what if it's a Saturday night and their Saturday nights is full, and you go into a bar, they got to bring in staff, they got to do this. Hell, they say, hey, you know what? You got to buy $300 worth of food if you want this space. So this is what goes into this. So this is just not like we're sitting here just trying to collect money. No, we're having money. If they do say, hey, all right, well, you can get this space, but it's $1,200. We got to pay for it. We got to pay for a DJ. They're like, well, everybody goes, oh, my partner DJ. But however, is your partner going to be in Arizona? Guess what? Your partner going to have a cost to him, because he's going to want us to fly him out. He's going to want a hotel room. Oh, what's he going to want? He's going to want transportation. So all of that stuff costs, you know what I mean? So no one doesn't do anything for free, meaning especially it's a professional service. So we just need to make sure that, you know what I mean, we get the memberships in. We want you guys to have your lanyards, those costs. We want you guys to have your custom memberships. We want you to have that t-shirt. We want you to be able to do it. But at the end of the day, you can say, you know what? We met a group of people, and I think everybody has this story to tell that they met somebody in this group who they hang out with besides that. A lot of these people been to my home. You know, we met them, you know what I'm saying, and we sat down, we broke bread. You know, if you're from the South, you know, that means a lot. If I can sit down at my kitchen table and break bread with you, that means what? I respect you, you respect me.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I've broken bread with some of these people. I've hung out at baseball games. I've been to weddings. I've been to 2 weddings. You know what I mean? Is that someone is invited, they've met me because me being a Falcons fan, they say, hey, Thomas, without this group, I wouldn't have been able to, you know, do this. Or, hey, I always wanted to go, but I couldn't do it. Right. And I've been to soccer games. Hell, shout out to Fred Blackburn. I was at a soccer game. He was like, hey, no, shout out to Miss Allen. Take it back. Before Fred, it was Miss Allen. She said, hey, Thomas, I'm selling the ticket. I bought a ticket. We sat there to the soccer game. That was
Rise Up tour member.
Rise Up tour member. And she's one of the originals. She's one of them OGs. Right? Because she found us on Eventbrite to go on the bus trip to Charlotte.
Found us on Eventbrite.
Wow.
Right. So, you know, you know what I mean? So we've had these people been to my birthday party. Here, we did last year. We went to the Chattahoochee River. George Boyley set that up, right? We went tubing down the Chattahoochee River. We went bowling. We went to watch Tiffany Rose and Journey 5 perform at the Cigar Lounge. We've had our family fun day. We've all met up at bars. So we've all done things, but it has came from this group, because I can guarantee you I wouldn't have met Country if I didn't have this group, right? Yeah, I met Jack from a different group, but we started talking, and then boom, this is what we have. So we thank everybody who has been participating over the years, but in order for each year we have to elevate, each year we have to be better, right? And the only way that we can't just do it with 50 people or 100 people. We have 1,200 people in the group, and we're currently growing.
And they were surprised. Go ahead, Thomas.
So since we had these 1,200 folks, guess what? Now it's like, well, damn, what are they going to do next? Right? What are we going to do next? What we're going to do next is continue to grow, continue to stay organized, and continue to elevate the Rise Up Tour to where that it needs to be. So the slogan still continue to speak for itself as where fans become family. Because I can tell you that if I can call Jack and say, Jack, I'm having a barbecue, it'd be like, all right, what time went pull up?
Sheesh.
Yeah,
we may have a flat tire on the way, but Jack gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Might be a little late.
You know,
I'll be there.
It's like with Ben Markham, Diane Markham. Ben may have a gig. I said, Ben, where you performing at? He'll say, hey, man, I'm at a Adobe Tequila bar in Johns Creek. Guess what? I'm going to drive to go see Ben. I'm going to support him because I like live music. You know what I mean? So these are the things that we do. So if you got something going on in Mactown, you want us to be there, and everybody's schedule is available, we're going to make it happen. You want to go down to Kansas City, Alabama, guess what? We're going to make it happen. Yeah, we just had Diana go support Vinny in Charlotte, in Nashville.
For Nashville, yeah.
For his son, for the walk. So, you know, we do things constantly to continue to build that family base. So, you know, thank you for doing it, but we're going to ask everybody to go ahead, contribute. Please don't take if you can't give. Meaning is a lot of you guys have already experienced it, but go ahead. Another side note, we got our picnic, the tailgate event on Saturday. Go ahead and please send your money. Go into the event page is there. This is a prepay event. I'm sorry to say it sounds cutthroat, but you won't eat if you don't. And we'd rather not have people show up and pay because we have to be able to get the food before. And we're trying to cut costs, meaning is not have a whole bunch of food that we got to give away at the end of the night.
And for Falcon fans, we talked about this over a period of time with the Rise Up Tour podcast here, but Country, we talk a lot on the phone, text messages too as well, group chats. Thomas, same thing as well. But when we're talking, Country, you can vouch for this too as well. We're talking about the Rise Up Tour of how can we make fans have a good time.
Yes.
And we're mentioning this. We're all bringing different suggestions and different ideas. And what about parking? And how far is this restaurant? How far is this location? Also, fans can just have a good time. Me and Thomas can just easily sit there and watch Marvel movies, hang out with our respective families, wherever we're doing. Country can do the same. And then we all can show up to a city, go to the game, and go home. But we're trying to put together something that fans will enjoy. We've been doing it for almost it's crazy,
every day we texting or calling each other, trying to talk about how we can make events better, talk about how we can not only affect, have a good time, but we even talk about the things that we could do in the communities of the cities that we go in. Like every day, we're always talking about it. So, I mean, it's something that we definitely put a lot of effort in, and it's something that we're going to continue to put effort in because, like you said, we could, y'all could be watching Marvel movies, and I could be, trying to do a little bit of squirrel hunting or something. Ain't no telling. Yeah, we just show up in Detroit, go to the game, but nah, man, we want to roll deep. You know what I'm saying? We want to go roll deep, have a good time, and meet new people. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man.
Not even just roll deep, like 4 or 5, 6 in a group. We're dealing with 1,200 people right now. We're trying to get host hotels so people can get discounts to be at hotels near the stadium. Because let's just say there was no Rise Up Tour with no host hotel. You would probably try to go to Arizona and pay that $489 to stay at the Renaissance. Then you can go tell your friends, hey, I just paid $2,000. I'm staying the whole week. Versus you could have just got a really big discount from just purchasing a $20 or $40 membership with the Rise Up Tour, which we are an active fan group. Ain't no going away from the Rise Up Tour. This is our 5th year, which means we're going to be going on to our 6th year, then our 7th year, and our 8th year. And we got Vegas coming up. You heard about the deal with Germany with the Falcons. So we will be on the road a lot within the next few years. And I'm talking about we're going to be on the road.
And we got that cruise too.
Got the cruise too as well next year, which right now I think we have over 80, 85 close to Falcon fans on the cruise.
Yeah.
So Falcon fans, we have a lot going on from the tailgate this Saturday to the podcast with One Time for the Fan, Country's podcast too as well. If y'all haven't heard Country's podcast, y'all better go ahead and subscribe because my man right here, he doing big. Where you at? You over there? You. My man right here, he doing big things. So shout out to Country with his podcast, what he has going on. He's been a great admin since he joined the team. Thomas, what he does as well with working with these hotels and getting emails and calls and staying on top of these people now. Because Detroit is damn near finished and Arizona's damn near finished. We're in the group chat with the London folks. We're dealing with that, but he's also on New York now because New York is big for us. So there's so much going on this season with the Rise Up Tour. We want to make sure fans, the fans, have a good time when you show up to these. See, that's something from Hi Thomas. We pulled your reports this morning. Tomorrow I have a meeting of such and such. This is obviously about something with a hotel. That's Arizona. I see it says Arizona. So as you can see, we're getting more rooms now because the first set of 15 rooms is booked and fans are hitting us up with membership saying, hey, we need rooms. We need rooms. All right, cool. Email sent. So now fans are really seeing it. Wow, these guys are organized. These guys are really getting it done. We're doing this for you all. We're Falcon fans. There's not the Braves. It's not the Hawks. Respect to them, but this is not the Braves. It's not the Hawks. This is the Falcons fans. And we are diehard Falcon fans, and we're trying to make sure you are as diehard as us. And if you're not, you're even more. But going to these away games, you're a different type of fan. Fans that go to home games, sometimes they only go to home games. I know a lot of fans that do not travel to away games. They're in their 30s. They're in their 40s. They don't care about away games. The fans that travel to away games, you want to make noise. You want to go to a different city. You want to see a different area. You want to go eat different food and be around Falcon fans in a party environment. Well, we can provide that. So Falcon fans, please pay your memberships. Y'all have a good one. This has been great to have this podcast tonight. Kenny from Lime Events. This is truly amazing. I'm getting ready to get tickets at a direct sale discounted price. And all these years I've been using StubHub and all this other stuff. But the Rise Up Tour was able to link us with a guy like Kenny from Lime Events, who is phenomenal.
Blew my mind, bro. It blew my mind. Now, look, everybody that's watching at home, please don't try to get tickets to the strip club from Kenny.
Yeah.
Don't have some respect for yourself.
Showing up to pinups talking about Kenny sold me these. No, he didn't. Kenny over there on Jonesboro Road. His name Ken Doll. That's Ken. Different Kenny. But Falcon fans, this podcast is great. But country, I'm getting yelled at, and I don't know if you guys saw it. I was getting yelled at pretty bad when Kenny was talking. I was looking down like I got to send off these lineups. It's esports, so much esports stuff I have to do. But I had to go ahead and dip up out. But this has been amazing. Kenny from Lime Events. I believe we're going to be getting the London crew on soon.
Hopefully
Country Thomas, the London crew.
I think it's Sunday. Right now, we were telling when we started the podcast, we just have it's a scheduling conflict, so we're just trying to get all four of the members from London to tell us so we can ask those questions. So we're trying our hardest to get people on there. But right now it's about scheduling. So like we said earlier, if you see us go live at 7:00 in the morning, that's the reason, right? Because we're trying to accommodate the London folks. Because right now they're probably watching, but they probably should be asleep.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 in the morning over there right now.
So. About 3. Yeah, about 3:00.
So Falcon fans, be prepared for that. You might show up to church on Sunday and hear the pastor. All right, everybody, open your books. You down there looking at the Rise Up tour, like I'm going to London. You get the podcast going on over here.
Going to London, and the thing about the podcast, you can replay it. So that's the good thing about it. So that's all I have. Country, you got something?
Hey, Bo, I'm good to go, man. I'm finna go check out limeevents.com and see what great benefits that he has, and see what we could find. See if I can go find something to do.
Actually, I forgot to mention, he actually already has a link set up for us. All tickets are starting at $50.
What?
Yeah, so I have the link.
What?
All tickets are starting at $50. So,
surprise!
Where at for Detroit?
Hold on.
Now, hold on now, country. This information will be relayed to you shortly.
Hold on, give me 2.5 seconds.
Yes, Falcons fans. Cheryl said, "Don't forget to email us the code tonight for Detroit."
Cheryl on top of it, ain't she?
Cheryl, like, I'm
where
booking, baby. I'm gone
for that code at?
For a field, baby. Cheryl, how many stadiums you been to, Cheryl? Before we go, how many stadiums you been to? Because I already know you asking about Detroit. You probably like me. That's one on your list. That is one on your list. I'm at, I think, 19 right now, so I'm trying to catch up. Think country, what you at? 3, 4,
3. I'm at
Welcome
3.
to the Rise Up Tour, brother. What you got this season? 5, 6?
Hopefully we're gonna be at 6, maybe 7. Hopefully that's the goal. That's the goal. But look, if Kenny got a hookup, we can get some good prices with Kenny. Ain't no telling. It might be 7, 8, 9, 10. Ain't no telling, bro.
Diehard Falcon fan Cheryl says around 15 or so.
Yeah, we can see it.
He's around 26 stadiums he's been to.
Wow, 26.
Now look at this with Lime Events. Rise Up is on the page. This is real deal right here. So shout out to Kenny from Lime Events who was with us earlier. Tickets. Look, Beyonce, Madonna. What is that? Chiefs or Die? That's the Chiefs group. Washington Metropolitan Outreach Center, Nashville CMAs. Yeah, tickets to the CMAs.
Wow.
Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen.
Wait. But the focus is on the right hand side of the page.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man. This is real deal Live Events, brother.
But we got tickets starting at $50.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Rise Up Tour members, paid members. You can still
all the games.
Get your membership right now. Look at the menu, the screen that you're looking at right now. As you can see, Lime Events, Kenny from Lime Events has already updated the website to where paid members can start, getting their tickets for some of these games, home and away. But you have to be a paid member of the Rise Up Tour. Or if you're not a paid member of the Rise Up Tour, you can still purchase tickets, but you just won't get the Rise Up Tour discount. Shout out to all the fans who's right there in that picture too as well. I see some people I know.
So we got Stuart, we got Rhonda, we got Willie, we got Valisa. You already know who this is. If you don't know about these two, you just gotta know about these two.
Everywhere.
They everywhere.
Every city.
You gonna everywhere. Have a good time. Valisa, you got Fred. I'm not sure who that is, but I got Kenny.
Man,
there it is, Falcons fans. We're lit. We were live, and now it's time to get ready to get this thing going. So, Falcons fans, memberships. You have until June 30th. You guys want the swag bag, the whole packet that comes with the Rise Up Tour membership. Go ahead and get your memberships out the way. $20 for the basic, $40 for the premium. Let's rise up this season because the rise up is real. And we'll talk about it on we have a pop-up show on Thursday. Country, can you join us for the pop-up show with our new podcaster, Kiara?
I'll definitely try to, Bo.
Well, if we can get Country by, that'd be great. Pop-up show on Thursday. We're gonna talk about the Atlanta Falcons. So much going on. The media is buying into the Falcons. Hearing about CBS posting what the Falcons record could be this year, a positive record. Vegas giving us 7 wins in the past. With the wins that Vegas has given us, Falcons have taken advantage of it by winning more than what Vegas has said. So they're giving us, I think, 7.5 this year, Country, 8?
Yeah, 7.5. I'm hoping that it stays still so I can get there and place my bets before it goes up. That's the hope.
Now, we're probably a couple minutes away or a couple days away from Corey Davis. You never know what can happen. They get a wide receiver 2 in the building. That thing might go up there. I ain't going to lie. The team looks much better on paper right now, I'm telling you, than last season. But Falcon fans, we'll talk about it on our podcast, our respected shows. Country, Big Low Country Sports. Check him out on YouTube. Please subscribe to Big Low Country Sports. And for me, myself, Jack Spade, One Time for the Fan, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everything. We are everywhere. Rise Up Tour, Thomas with the podcast we have going on here, and just so much information we put out in the past couple of weeks and months. So please tag your Falcons friends and family that you're traveling with on these posts, on these podcasts, because when we post, it's not just to annoy people. We are really trying to put the word out there. There is a newsletter that is out too as well. I'll also post it again in a couple minutes. But please, Falcon fans, tag your Falcons friends and family. Get them on board. Everybody who's traveling with you on that plane. If you got 6 tickets going to Arizona, it should be 6 Rise Up Tour members sitting on that plane. So please, let's grow the fan base. We have to show the NFL that we are a fan base to mess with. And the Rise Up Tour is one way to do it. Falcon fans, I'm up out of here. Country, Thomas. That's what I do now. Do my half turns.
Oh, hold on. Wait. You gotta hear that theme music.
Don't. What? Oh, Facebook about to flag you for that. Shout to Ben. Country about to cut the albums.
Friday hits, won't be long. Gonna head out on the highway to follow the birds. When I lost a true friend till the end. Yeah, we ready for y'all. So rise up. Rise up tall.
My tickets
fans become family. That's how we roll. So rise up tall. Friends become family. That's how we roll.
That's how I roll.
That's how we roll, baby. Rise up. 8 times down. You already know what time
Rise
it is.
up,
Lock
y'all.
and low.